What's up, Catalyst? This is Jonathan Sprang here, just giving you a quick update about the season that we're about to enter. The season that we just finished up is called Epiphany, and we talked about how God is speaking to us, and the series title was "Is This On?" And we talked about how God speaks and how do we hear from God. In this next season called Lent, we're going to be continuing that theme of God speaking with a series called "Can You Hear Me Now?" The idea being that God spoke in these covenants and these promises that he made with his people in the Old Testament, and that they continued to break these promises. And so God continued to speak and continued to call them, and hoping that each time that they would hear him and they would listen and they would follow him wholeheartedly. And then as we jump to the New Testament, we see that in Jesus, God has made this one covenant that should be the covenant of all covenants, the promise of all promises. That in Jesus, we now, because of his death and resurrection, we now have life. We can have life in his name. And so this season of Lent is 40 days, signifying the 40 days that Jesus spent in the desert. Now, these 40 days, we fast, we give up something from our life. Sometimes people will give up a meal of the day, or sometimes people will fast a certain type of food or drink for the season of Lent. Sometimes people will fast TV or Facebook. It can be anything you want. Fasting something, and sometimes people will even take on more. As they give up something, they'll dedicate that time to either scripture reading or prayer, things like that. And so we ask that you would just decide on what you feel like God is leading you to give up or to take on this season. And then for the 40 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter, we will prepare ourselves for the cross, and then we will celebrate then that much more fully on Easter Sunday. The other cool thing about the fact that Jesus is risen from the dead is that on Sundays we don't have to fast that thing we gave up. As long as it's not a vice, as long as it's something that we're not trying to just give up indefinitely, we can celebrate on Sunday morning with that thing. So if you gave up Cokes or sodas, then on Sunday you can drink as much as you want. Because in those those Sundays, it's a little reprieve from the fast, because Sunday is always the day of resurrection. So we hope that you'll join us on Wednesday for Ash Wednesday. It's going to be a very meaningful service where we'll be doing scriptures together. We'll be hearing from the scriptures. We'll be talking. We'll be confessing together. We'll be repenting together. And it's a really meaningful time. So we hope you'll join us on Ash Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we hope to see you then. Talk to you later.